Welcome back to Teshkid FX for another price prediction update, and in this video I'll be giving you a price prediction update on Polygon Matic, whose current price stands at the $0.8425 mark, and here on TradingView the market is up by 0.18%. and in this video I want to give you the key scenarios that I expect to play out, basing my analysis on the Elliot waves and the Fibonacci's, and also the key areas of support and resistances. So if you're interested in such content, make sure that you stick around till the end of the video, and I'll kickstart the video by giving a brief of what has been happening on this chart. Polygon Matic from the all-time high has been seeing lower prices in this massive ABC correction, which has now taken us back to around the $0.32 mark, and having done so, I believe it has done the minimum that we expected it to do in its ABC correction, and soon we might see a very nice bounce to the upside in this Elliot wave structure, having our wave 5 taking us back to an all-time high. But before we get to an all-time high, we first need to see a first wave to the upside of this Elliot wave structure, and I have a target area for that first wave to the upside between the $1.95 mark and the $1.62 mark, and that is within this yellow target area, and that I'm basing it on the Fibonacci's, connecting the low we have down here to the all-time high. That gives me the minimum target area for that first wave between the fib level 0.618 and the fib level 0.5, which is the minimum that I expect that first wave to the upside to do. And within a wave 1, according to the Elliot waves, you also expect to see fractal waves in formation, and I believe that is what we can see here on the 4-hour chart. So if I jump to the 4-hour chart, you can see I have this yellow fractal wave within a wave 1, which I believe once we see the formation of a wave 5 to the upside, will be completing a higher Elliot wave count 1, and that wave 5 should get us into the target area that I have shown you for that first wave to the upside. And if I get a little bit into the details of the formation of that fractal wave, so that it can give me the key scenarios that I expect to play out, after making our low at around the $0.32 mark, we saw a very nice bounce to the upside, making a high for that first wave to the upside. Then we saw a very nice retracement to the lower side in the formation of our wave 2, and using the Fibonacci's, connecting the low of the wave 1 to the high of the wave 1, that gives me the minimum target area for that second wave to the lower side between the fib level 0.618 and the fib level 0.382. and after making the low for that second wave to the lower side, we saw a very nice bounce to the upside in the formation of a wave 3, and I had a target area here on the charts at around the $0.93 mark for that third wave to the upside, and that I was basing it on the trend based Fibonacci's, connecting the low of the wave 1 to the high of the wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the low of the wave 2. That gave me a minimum target area for that third wave to the upside at around the $0.92 mark, and Polygon Matic continued to respect that. We made our high at around the $1.12 mark, and initially here on the charts I had my target area for that third wave over there. Then we saw a very nice retracement to the lower side in the formation of our wave 4 over here, so that is what I initially expected to play out here on the charts. But the moment we managed to break above the key area of resistance at around the $0.95 mark and made a new high at around the $1.05 mark, that made me to change the movements over here, having the new high at around the $1.05 mark as the new high for that third wave to the upside. Then whatever we are seeing over here is a retracement to the lower side in the formation of a fourth wave, and because a fourth wave is a retracement of the third wave, we can use the Fibonacci's to get a minimum target area for that fourth wave to the lower side. And to do that, I just need to connect the fibs from the low of the wave 3 to the high of the wave 3, and that gives me a minimum target area for that fourth wave to the lower side between the fib level 0.618 and the fib level 0.382 as a maximum, and I can mark out that target area here on the charts like that. That is the minimum target area for that fourth wave to the lower side, and within that target area we also have a key area of support at around the $0.78 mark. And at some point over here, you can see as we were coming down we touched that key area of support. It gave us support and we saw a very nice bounce over here. We had a retest of that key area of support, and after the retest was a success, we continued pushing even higher. And if I get a little bit into the formation of our wave 4 so that we can get the key scenarios that can play out in this movement down here, within our wave 4 is a corrective wave. So we expect to see the formation of an ABC corrective wave within a wave 4, and I believe we can see something like that over here, having this as the wave A. Then after the retest, we saw a very nice bounce to the upside, forming a new high at around the $0.92 mark, which we can mark out here on the charts as the high for that wave B to the upside. Then we are expecting lower prices in the formation of our wave C, and in that movement to the lower side, I would expect us to lose that key area of support at around the $0.78 mark, maybe have a retest of that key area of support and continue seeing lower prices to maximize our red target area here on the charts in the formation of a fourth wave. And once we maximize the formation of a fourth wave, then we can continue pushing higher in the formation of a wave 5 to complete a higher Elliot wave count 1. So that's the first possible scenario that can play out here on this chart. It's also possible that maybe we have seen the formation of an ABC corrective wave over here, having this as the wave A right there. Then we saw a very nice bounce to the upside over here, forming the high for that wave B. Then saw a very nice retracement to the lower side in the formation of our wave C, and I can change the color of that Elliot wave structure so that you can see it better, the one in red. So it's also possible that that movement, that ABC correction, played out in this movement right here, and whatever we are seeing on this other side, this could be what is forming a wave 5 to the upside. And within a wave 5, we also expect to see fractal waves in formation. So for us to complete a fifth wave to the upside, I also expect a fractal wave, a 5-wave structure to the upside to complete that wave 5 to the upside. But we need confirmation on whether that is what is playing out, and that can only be confirmed once we manage to break above the key area of resistance at around the $0.95 mark and make a high above the high for that third wave to the upside. Then if that plays out, then we can say we are in the formation of our wave 5. But for now, the most likely scenario to play out here on this chart is that we are going to see lower prices, and that is what is forming a wave C over here. You can see yesterday we had a bit of a movement to the lower side, but at the moment we are seeing a bit of a pump over here. Maybe that is because we cannot just go to the lower side in just a straight move, so we are seeing a bit of a corrective movement over here, and soon we might continue seeing lower prices, lose that key area of support, and maybe have a retest, continue seeing lower prices, maximize our red target area by going back to around the $0.65 mark. Then we can name that as a wave 4. Then expect a fifth wave to the upside. We also need to have invalidation points here on this chart, and for us to invalidate this Elliot wave structure, that can only happen in case our wave 4 retraces into the high of that first wave. We made our high for that first wave at around the $0.62 mark. That is within this dotted line that I have here on the chart. So in case we continue seeing lower prices and get back to around the $0.62 mark, then that will be invalidating my Elliot wave structure, and I'll have to look at this movement to the upside as something else. So let's be patient and see how that plays out. Also taking a look at the indicators to see whether those movements that I have said will be supported. Here on the RSI, we are trading at around the 46 mark, and that means we have massive room for us to support any movement to the upside and also to the downside. So let's be patient and see how that plays out. Also taking a look at the MACD, on the MACD we have printed a bullish cross, and that would mean higher prices could be coming our way. So we might see a bit of a corrective move over here before we continue seeing lower prices in the formation of our wave C. So let's be patient and see how that plays out, and I'll keep you updated.